An Ikeja Magistrate Court on Thursday ordered the remand of Chinasa Michael, accused of setting fire to a BRT bus terminal during the NSAS protest in 2020. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories. At number 1, an Ikeja Magistrate Court on Thursday ordered the remand of Chinasa Michael, accused of setting fire to a BRT bus terminal at Oyinbo in Lagos during the NSAS protest in 2020. The defendant, a 21-year-old who is unemployed and resides in Lagos, is being tried for conspiracy, arson, and causing breach of peace. Prosecution counsel Inspector Segun Oke told the court that the offences contravened the provisions of sections 168, 343, and 411 of the Criminal Laws of Lagos State 2015. Magistrate MC Ayinde, who refused to take the defendant's plea, ordered that he should be remanded in Kirikiri Correctional Center until September 1st, pending legal advice. At number 2, the defense headquarters on Thursday said 2 additional suspected terrorists linked with the Owo attack have been arrested. It was gathered that the arrests were made through the collaborative efforts by the military and DSS personnel. The suspects are Al-Qasim Idris and Abdul Halim Idris. Earlier, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Irabor, had announced the arrest of some of the masterminds of the attack, including Idris Ojo and Jimo Ibrahim. However, Governor Rotimi Akeredolu of Ondo State disagreed with the CDS, insisting that the suspect was one of the escapees from Kuje prison. Idris Ojo, who is number 14 on the wanted list of Kuje prison escapees, was arrested in his brother's house in Akure. At number 3, shortly after President Muhammadu Buhari authorized the acquisition of Exxon Mobil Corporation assets by Seplat Energy PLC, he cancelled the deal. The Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission expressed its displeasure at the approval, describing it as a regulatory matter. The confusion trailing the deal was due to the non-coordination among the various agencies of government involved. Having looked at all the facts with all the ramifications, the President decided the position of the regulator is to be supported and hence reversed his authorization. At number 4, youths from Shola Quarters and the Center village near Army Barracks in Katsina Metropolis on Thursday marched through some parts of the capital, protesting incessant terror attacks in various parts of the Katsina Metropolis. They accused security agencies of remaining helpless and unable to tame the bandits. Reacting to the incessant attacks by bandits in parts of Katsina State, Deputy Speaker Shehu Dalhatu Takofi called on the relevant security agencies to sit up and do their job by taking the fight to the bandits' hideout. The lawmaker describes the current insecurity in the state as unacceptable, saying that urgent measures to arrest the situation must be taken. At number 5, the UN Conference on Trade and Development has called for action to curb cryptocurrencies in Nigeria and other developing nations. The UN Trade and Development Agency made the call in 3 policy briefs titled "All That Glitters Is Not Gold: The High Cost of Leaving Cryptocurrencies Unregulated." It stated that if cryptocurrencies continue to grow as a means of payment and even replace domestic currencies unofficially, countries' monetary sovereignty could be jeopardized. The agency urged authorities to regulate crypto exchanges, digital wallets, and decentralized finance to ensure the comprehensive financial regulation of cryptocurrencies. At number 6, the federal government has recovered over 3.2 billion naira of stolen monies from various jurisdictions globally from March 2021 to May 2022. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami disclosed this to journalists on Thursday at the 48th session of the State House briefing, organized by the Presidential Communications Team at the Aso Rock Villa, Abuja. He added that the federal government has also generated a total of 1.82 billion naira from the sale of bid forms and actual sale of forfeited properties in the first 18 months of the Buhari-led regime. According to him, the recovered foreign loots have since been disbursed into key infrastructure projects nationwide. They include the Second Niger Bridge, Abuja-Kano Road, and the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. At number 7, the chairman of Poultry Association of Nigeria, Katsina State Chapter, Alhaji Musa Dan Hassan, has said that over 400 poultry farms have been shut down due to insecurity in parts of the state. He said that more poultry farmers would run out of business if government fails to take decisive action against bandits and kidnappers operating in the state. He added that the development would affect the supply and cost of chicken and eggs in the state, as well as farmers who use chicken droppings as manure on their farms. Dan Hassan urged the state government to come to the aid of the affected poultry farmers and take urgent steps to restore peace to areas affected by insecurity so that the farmers would return to their business. At number 8, a 12-year-old boy shot dead his Nigerian mom in their home in Alabama in the United States of America. Ayobi Cook, a 29-year-old registered nurse, fondly called Yo-Yo, was found dead in the family's Forestdale, Alabama home on the 2400 block of Fremont Avenue after midnight on August 6th. Her son had originally told the police that an intruder had entered their house, shot his mother, and then ran away. After investigation, sheriffs, detectives were able to determine that the victim's 12-year-old son unintentionally discharged a firearm, striking his mom, causing her death. Evidence on the scene supports that the shooting was unintentional and the offense will be addressed through the family court system. At number 9, the Minister of Transportation, Mazu Sambo, on Thursday inaugurated NigerianShippers Council Governing Board with the charge to foster a robust, accountable and results-driven economy in line with global best practices. Sambo urged the board members to promote prudence, transparency, accountability, equity and fairness in the discharge of their responsibilities, while also urging them to shun corruption. The Council is vested with the responsibility of providing a forum for the protection of the interests of shippers on matters affecting the shipment of imports and exports to and from Nigeria. He also urged the board to maintain harmonious working relationship with the management of the Council and expressed confidence in the ability of the board members to deploy their expertise. Finally, at number 10, the Sierra Leone Youth Minister, Mohamed Orman Bangura, said the death toll of police officers killed during the anti-government protest on Wednesday in northern and western Sierra Leone has risen to 8. The officers, 6 men and 2 women, were brutalized and killed in the area where the protest held. Recall that hundreds of protesters took to the streets of the capital, Freetown, on Wednesday, protesting inflation and the rising cost of living in the West African country. Meanwhile, the Vice President Mohamed Joldek Jallo imposed a curfew on Wednesday to quell the protest, which has been termed an act of terrorism. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.